Hey everybody, it's Regan Sample, your Longmont real estate agent. Today I'm with Greg Harris. He's one of the candidates running for mayor. So I've offered all the candidates for our city council elections a chance to come in and talk for 10 minutes to the residents of Longmont so they can learn more about them and so you can be informed. So thanks for taking time to come and talk to us today. And you know what? I'll go ahead and just show you. I've got 10 minutes on the timer here. The first question I've got for you, Greg, is tell us about you and why you're running for mayor.
My name's Greg Harris. I'm running for mayor because I love Longmont and I'd like to see it progress into the future, but also stay a nice, tight-knit, small community feel like we've always had. I don't want to see it turn into a giant conglomerate where no one knows anyone, because this has a nice feel where everybody takes care of each other. I've been here for over 50 years. I have two sons who went to Front Range and graduated, and then went to University of Colorado and graduated there. One's married and moved off. He's in Seattle. The other one just graduated CU a couple of months ago, and they're both anchored to Longmont because they love Longmont as well. But they also need to live their own life, and you know how that goes when you're a young man. You want to get out and grow.
Sure.
My wife is working over for St. Brain School Systems at Central, and we've been married over 32 years.
Awesome. So definitely can understand that connection to the community. My kids are getting bigger, so that day's going to come soon. Congrats on getting through college. So running for office, what do you see are the biggest issues or challenges facing the city?
Well, there's many. There's no middle-class housing. Without middle-class housing, you can't really develop a city. It has to be well-rounded with lower class, middle class, and upper class. That's how you bring in good jobs for everybody. I can see we'd like to keep Main Street growing and the businesses. I love small businesses as well as medium and large, but the small business is our community. We have to support them in every way, especially since COVID. It really put a hurt on the businesses, and I think any kind of hindrance towards them is not prosperous for Longmont.
There you go. So let's just fast forward. It's after November 2nd, election's over. Let's assume you've won, you're the next mayor. What can residents of Longmont expect from you in that position?
Well, I'd like to think that we could start working on the attainable housing, and because all we're focused on right now is affordable, and that's all they've been focused on for years. I think we need to bring in the attainable housing so we can grow the community. Once we grow the community, I think we can focus on other things, expanding roads, the highways, because a lot of our workforce commutes from out of town. And if you want to cut down on pollution and carbon monoxide, you do that by taking care of the carbon dioxide, with the traffic.
Sure.
That's the first place we're going to attack. The second thing would be focusing on things that are more beneficial to businesses, not passing ordinances for what the kids can drink. Let's leave that up to the parents. The parents are pretty much the best judges of what their children should be having and not having, not the city council.
Okay, great. So one thing I've asked all the candidates, obviously you care enough about Longmont to go through this process, to run a campaign. What is it you love so much about Longmont to bother doing this?
It's the people. The people in Longmont are wonderful. You've been here for, like I said, over 50 years. You get to know everybody, and you know that they're focused on family and business and where they live. And if you can take care of those three things, I think your town can really grow and prosper. There's a lot of people out there that want to start businesses. There's a lot of people that lost businesses. And we could start with working on Main Street, bringing people in. I think we could bring in, Longmont used to have metro districting, and that's where you can help communities to grow without raising taxes and applying fees. A few years ago, I noticed where the city council put on balloting how they wanted to raise the money, raise taxes or whatever on the water fees. And the ballot shot it down, the citizens voted no, and then all of a sudden the city council turned it into a fee. And, you see that every couple of years, your water goes up 10%. In this day and age, the community can't really afford to have your taxes raised and fees applied unilaterally. So I think, if we can maintain the city council from trying to force fees down people's throats, the community can grow and that money can come back into the community because now parents aren't having to worry about, you know, paying fees. They can worry about, you know, what college their kid is going to, or just normal things like buying food and clothes.
Sure, the day-to-day stuff.
Mhm.
So, we've got a few minutes here left.
Sure.
So I guess I'll turn it to you if there's anything that you want to make sure that people of Longmont know about you, and before we wrap it up.
Well, I think I'd like to be the mayor of Longmont because I can supply leadership to the city council. Right now they have Mayor Bagley, who's a wonderful man. I think he's done a great job. But when he leaves, I don't think they'll have the leadership they need to push us into the future. I think I can help Longmont grow. I think I can help businesses prosper. And you know, I'm not gonna apply Stalinistic ordinances that will do nothing but hinder Longmont. Like I was saying earlier, you know, this ordinance for healthy beverages, Joan Peck said that we don't need, you know, this is, she acknowledged it was government overreach, yet she still thought she was in the proper seat to tell parents what to serve their kids. I don't agree with that. That's just, overreach is never a good thing by the government. Also, I see attainable housing. Tim has talked about attainable housing for what, the 4 years he's been in here, but we have nothing in inventory, nothing in construction right now. So what has he been doing for the past 4 years, and why does he think he should be mayor? I don't see them doing what they said they do when they're just inserting them into parents' decisions on how to raise their children. And that just, you know, it can't happen. It's gotta change.
And there you go. Well, thanks again for taking time to come in and talk with us. Learn more about Greg Harris on his website. Learn about all the candidates on the Longmont City website. And definitely make sure you're informed, be informed, make sure you vote. Election day is Tuesday, November 2nd. Ballots go out, they're in the mail on the 11th of October. So halfway through October, be checking the mailbox and get engaged. Email the candidates questions, learn about them so you can make an informed decision, not just checking boxes when you get it. And thanks again for taking time and letting residents know more about you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.